And a major trade deal could be signed in a matter of days, creating the world's largest free trade area. It's the EU-MERCOSUR pact, involving the European bloc and 5 South American countries: Argentina, Brazil, Bolivia, Paraguay and Uruguay. But they still have to win over some of the strongest farm lobbies opposed to the deal. William Denselow filed this report for CNA from Brussels.
2025 saw a list of trade wins for the European Union, but the biggest one of all is at hand. The EU-MERCOSUR pact, in the works for over 2 decades, is now on the brink of being signed and sealed. It's projected to add $90 billion to the EU's GDP by 2040, with the removal of most trade barriers. But many farmers here fear an influx of imports, with lower standards, unfair competition and environmental risks.
They want us to respect some deals and some standards, but they import things without following the same rules. So it's very dangerous because it will cause dumping effects on our produce and our goods and our quality.
Elisabeth Hidien with the Council of European Young Farmers says the deal would put EU growers at a competitive disadvantage.
And the Mercosur countries, they produce in a different way than we are allowed to do in Europe. So here they increase what the farmers need to do, and then we're going to import meat that are less environmental friendly, that are not as good as, they don't follow the same rules as we are doing, and then of course it's not really fair.
Germany, Spain and Nordic countries are among EU states pushing for the deal to boost industry and diversify trade. But France and Italy are among the member states that have cried foul, with farmers staging nationwide protests in recent months. The signing was delayed in December, with Italy seeking greater assurances for its farmers. Many farmers have also brought their grievances to Brussels as the deal signing drew near. An estimated 10,000 farmers from across the EU have gathered here, and organisers say it's the largest event of its kind this century. But European leaders in favour of new trade deals say the potential benefits outweigh the concerns aired by those here. The EU is already Mercosur's second biggest trading partner for goods, with exports exceeding $65 billion in 2024. If this deal is signed, it would create the world's biggest free trade area. European Commission spokesperson Olaf Gill calls it a win-win.
It will send a signal to the rest of the world that in a time of economic fragmentation, in a time of tariffs and increasing uncertainty, by playing by the rules, by working together on a rules base, trusted partners can still achieve great things together.
For Europe's exporting industries like the automobile, wine and spirits sector, the Mercosur agreement is some cause for celebration.
They will not replace our traditional trade partners that are the US and China. The scale is simply not there to replace them, certainly not overnight. But it's a good start towards diversification. And with diversification comes resilience.
The fear is that benefits won't go both ways, with imports of goods like beef and poultry from South America harder for farmers here to swallow. EU officials say European farmers would be protected from unfair competition. For the deal to go through, it needs the support of 15 of the bloc's 27 members, amounting to 65% of the EU's total population. The European Commission hopes concessions, including more cash for farmers in the next budget, will be enough to sweeten the pot, win over the holdouts and get this historic deal over the line. For CNA, I'm William Denselow in Brussels.